if you're currently working a job now and you're like, why don't I do a side hustle? Or how can I make in the tens of thousands of dollars working on the side? I really want to get out eventually. In this video, I'm going to go over what are 5 good side hustles that I have been able to note throughout the years of doing business and things that I personally have experience in. And I will give my knowledge to the best I can of how you can be in the tens of thousands of dollars using side hustles, whether you have a job or whether you don't have a job, whether you have money or you don't have a lot of money. So stick with me here. If you don't know who I am, my name is Rob Lufe. I'm a real estate investor, wholesaler. We wholesale hundreds of houses. We fix and flip 20 to 30 houses a year. And we have some rentals and we're doing some Airbnbs. And the reason I put this channel is so that you guys can learn the same, or I can share with you my mistakes so you don't make them and you can become even wealthier than I ever dreamed of. Now, let's talk about side hustles. I actually really love this topic because if somebody's thinking about side hustle, then that means that they're thinking about growing themselves. That means they're thinking about improving their lives, improving their income, improving their families, the trajectory of their life, which is incredible, okay? So I love the fact that people are researching side hustles and thinking and asking about them. But now there's a lot of side hustles that I don't think is worth your time. Like for example, driving Uber or driving Lyft or something. Although I think these are great companies, I mean, it's really hard to be in the tens of thousands of dollars driving Uber or Lyft or doing Uber Eats and stuff. So that's like just one example. But without going off on a tangent, let's go into the 5 side hustles that I have found best. Number 1, social media ad agency. What do I mean by this? So I still think, and I still see all the time, little businesses, small restaurants, dentist office, doctor's office, real estate companies. I see a lot of small businesses that lack social media presence and lack good web presence, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, whether it's YouTube, anything, whatever's best for that business. There's a lot of small businesses that don't freaking have this. Like I was just eating at a restaurant before coming and filming this video here in Miami. It's a small little restaurant. The food is amazing. It's a hole in the wall. And there was like 4 or 5 people eating there. We eat there all the time. And I'm thinking, and I look, and they don't have an Instagram. They don't have a website. I'm like, guys, it's 2022. Like, what are you thinking, man? Your food is amazing. It's well priced. Like, it's awesome, right? So it's a little hole in the wall. And the easiest way so you can get into the tens of thousands of dollars in that business, it's so simple. You just reach out to the places that you're already going to and ask them if they need help with social media. And the way that you approach them is not just like, hey, I'll do an Instagram page for you. Number 1, educate yourself using an online course or something about this. I don't teach this or anything, but I think like Ty Lopez or these other people have courses on social media marketing agencies. Educate yourself, buy one of these courses for like $100 or whatever, and just educate. But the way I'd approach these business owners is I would say something like, hey, business owner, I come eat here all the time. And your restaurant's amazing. Like the food is awesome. I don't know where you guys get it. I don't know what magic chef you got in the back, but it's excellent. And I think more people should come to this restaurant. I mean, it's amazing. Do you want more customers? Yeah, sure. Okay, listen, what if I can help you get more customers online? And look, in the beginning, I'm not going to charge, or I won't charge you that much, but I'm going to make it more performance-based. I'm going to make it to the fact that I'm not just going to do online stuff for you. I'm going to actually bring in customers. I'm going to show you proof. And that is how I would approach a business. And then the way you do it is you start an Instagram, maybe you run some ads, and you make sure you get people through the door, make sure you get customers in and show them, and show them like, hey, listen, on your social media, I did this ad and 500 people clicked on it and 20 people ended up showing up, 10 people ate here, and they spent an average of $500 per meal, whatever it is, and $500 per plate, whatever, your profit was $4,000. So I would like to charge you $1,000 a month, $2,000, $3,000 a month to do this, and I will consistently bring you more money to your restaurant every week, every month. So that's how I'd approach it. I think that's one of the easiest ways to get to the tens of thousands of dollars. All you really need is like 3 or 4 businesses paying you $2 or $3 grand each, and all you have to do is show them how you can bring them customers. So that's number 1. Number 2, flipping cars. In this market, cars are a freaking hot commodity, right? You go to the used car dealer or the new car dealer. I went to go buy, to lease my girlfriend a Volkswagen Tiguan, and we went to the Volkswagen dealer and they literally had like 3 of them. Okay, this is like a big Volkswagen dealer. I'm like, you guys only have 3 Tiguans? Like, these are a pretty normal car. Like, yeah, we get some like every month, but we only have 3. I'm like, what? So what's crazy is that they're in high demand. So people are buying used, people are buying new, they're leasing, they're doing all sorts of things. And the way I approach this is, I'd go in places like OfferUp or Craigslist or driving down your block, and I would just make tons of low offers on people selling their cars for sale by owner. Yes, some people are motivated, some people are not. Some people take a discount, some people won't. But if you make like 50 offers, 50 lowball offers, you'll probably get one, and you can flip that car and make $1,000 if you're patient. Maybe you got to clean it up, put it on the corner of a street, something like that, and you can flip a car. So actually, I started in the car business, so I have a little bit of experience with that, and that's where I made my first like $60,000, $70,000 a year, was doing similar things, flipping cars and flipping auto parts. I don't really tell many people that, but that was the truth. So I would say think about that one. Third is becoming a digital marketer for others. Now this requires a lot more skill level, maybe a lot more online courses or a mentor, some kind of coaching thing so you can learn, or YouTube videos. But really what I mean by this is learning how to do Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, even TikTok ads nowadays, and approaching influencers or approaching people in your space or businesses and saying, hey, I see that you're crushing it. Why don't you put a couple $100 in ad dollars or $1,000 in ad dollars every month, and I'll manage it for you. And then you pay me, and we can either do it based on results or we can do it based on this. So, and Google ads could be a good one, which also will take a lot more learning. But if you spend the 20, 30, 40 hours a week to learn the basics, you just need to know more than the business owners, and you just need to know enough to like not mess this up, okay? By no means am I saying go listen to this video. If you have no idea, go out and do this to people. No, definitely learn, take your time. But this is a fast way that if you take a week or two, buckle down, 3-4 hours a day, study this, learn this from a good program, you could go out there and get into the tens of thousands of dollars within a few months. I truly have seen that and believe that. Number 4, and obviously I am biased about this, and it's wholesaling real estate. Wholesaling real estate is probably the easiest to get to the tens of thousands quickly, because really just one transaction can get you there. And what wholesaling real estate is just finding a homeowner, finding a seller, an off-market property or on-market property, someone who's looking to sell their house fast cash. You make them an offer as if you're a cash buyer. You don't need to be licensed. You say, hey, Sally, I know you have your house listed. I know you want $200 for your house, but I'll pay you $120. Why? Why would I take that low? Because it's going to be cash. There's no commissions, no closing costs. You don't have to do any repairs. There's no inspections, no appraisals. It's just between me and you. Cash deal will close quick. And Sally will be like, okay, sure. Boom. You get a piece of paper, a contract. If you want to get my contract, go to raulbalufa.com and click download now. I'll get you my contract for free. You get that contract. You sign it with them. You're the buyer. They're the seller. Once you got that contract, you go out and you find a fix and flip buyer on Craigslist, on Facebook Marketplace, on meetup.com, on the public records, on Zillow. You ask your realtor friends. You find a buyer that's just willing to pay more than $120. Typically it's $130 or $140. Our average wholesale fee this year is $34,000 per deal. So just on one deal, you are in the tens of thousands of dollars. And guess what? It takes us an average of 29.5 days to close one of those deals. So within a month, you can literally be at $34,000. Anyways, that's another way to get to the tens of thousands. And last but not least is outside sales for companies. So if you're a talker and you're good at sales, and maybe you're working a sales job or you're not working a sales job, but if you really have the desire to get good at sales, another opportunity that I have seen in the marketplace is being a at-home salesman for companies. There are companies that will allow you to work from home, or if you want to, or come in an office, but we're trying to do side hustles here, right? So work from home on the side, and you could literally just be on call for sales calls at a specific time. Let's say Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 to 12 is you get calls for a company. And there are companies with really aggressive payouts. So you'd have to look on Indeed or Glassdoor or ZipRecruiter, things like that. You could look on these websites for these outside sales roles that you can work from home. And if you're a good salesman, you can make in the tens of thousands of dollars every single month selling for, just a company that you believe in from home. It's amazing. So like the internet, this day and age has brought so many freaking great opportunities. And I love when people are asking about side hustles. It's like, it fuels me up, okay? It fuels me up. But if you're not taking advantage of side hustles, you're really, really missing out, okay? If you have the desire to accumulate wealth, if you have the desire to, live a more free life, get your time back eventually, because you can make these side hustles, make an extra 10, 20, 30, 50, $70,000 a year. You can save some of that money. You eventually buy assets, or you buy things that make you money while you're sleeping. And within a couple of years, you can have a lot of your time back. You can quit your job if you want to. And now you can actually live a pretty free life. The whole goal is to get enough money to do what you want, and have enough time to do what you want. And so doing side hustles for a while and being smart with your money gets you there. And if you're not there, it's because you haven't clicked that like or subscribe button, which will help the YouTube algorithm push this video out to more people. So I would really appreciate if you do that. It actually helps. But if you're watching this video, I want to thank you for supporting the channel. I know it's a small and growing channel, and it's taken me a while to get even to this far, and I am committed to bringing out the best content for you coming up. So if you have any things that you would want to see me talk about real estate, about business, from my limited knowledge, I am more than happy to share it with you. And please comment below, like, subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram at Raul Balufe. Check out my website, raulbalufe.com. And I appreciate everything. I will see you on the next video. Peace.